Indiana Area Superintendent, joining us for a little conversation on a rainy Tuesday morning. And this conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Wonderful. It's good to have you with us. We don't want a day like this next Monday, do we?
No, we're hoping for sunshine next Monday for the eclipse at 3:18 next Monday on April 8th. We'll see a 97% solar eclipse in Pennsylvania. It's the first time it's happened since the 1920s. It's the last time it will happen until the 2079 or something like that. So it's probably our last shot, Todd. So
Mine, I know. You're just a young pup. I don't know about me.
But we're excited. So, our teachers and our staff are really stepping up to make this special for our kids and make it safe for our kids. We bought, the board bought safety glasses for the kids, and the teachers are all making paper plate masks so they can't peek out over their glasses. Because there is some danger that goes with staring at the sun at any time, and especially during an eclipse because the moon blocks out some of the brightness that makes you look away. So you are tricked into thinking that you can look at it longer. And then it becomes dangerous because the same UV radiation is going to your eyes. So the teachers are going to do that. And then they're even going to stay late to help keep the kids safe because we don't want kids driving on the bus during that dangerous time.
Yeah.
So kudos to them. They're consummate professionals, and they do what's right to keep kids safe, and I'm very proud of them.
The timing doesn't really work to your advantage at all, does it?
It doesn't really, and that's why we're dismissing the secondary students early because we don't want anyone traveling during that time because we are a couple reasons. One, we are very curious beings by nature, and when it gets weirdly dark that day, as it will, we're going to have a tendency to be distracted. So we don't want distracted drivers causing accidents. We don't want our children in those accidents. We also don't want children sitting on buses kind of staring out the window on their ride home and then seeing that thing and, oh, look how cool that is, and then they hurt themselves because if you stare at the sun too long, as you know, it can cause irreparable eye damage. So so we're sending the older ones home because they can take care of themselves with some warnings and glasses if they want them. And then the elementary students we're going to keep in our schools because that's safest for them. And we'll have those glasses and we'll have some learning activities planned. And all the secondary teachers are going to come down to the elementaries to help keep those kids safe. So like I said, it's been a team effort, and we're really proud of the work they're doing.
And you adjust the sports schedules, too.
We did. Mr. Rohn is hard at work making sure that there are no outdoor practices, games, events between 2 p.m. and 4:15 because, again, that's when, it's going to be a little bit dangerous. A curious person without the right eye protection looks up too long and they can hurt themselves. So, there are responsibilities at time, so we're doing what we need to do to keep them safe.
Doing what you can. All right. Other things that are happening. There's an event happening this afternoon at Horace Mann that folks will be interested in.
Yes, sir. We're excited. So the repurposing of Horace Mann work continues, and today we're really happy to announce or to hold our open house. And this is for anyone who may have an interest in the building. We're looking for educational partners. We'd love to keep it as a school. So we're looking for people who want to maybe come and use that space for educational purposes and partner with the district. We're looking for community service providers who might want to be interested in that space, improving their space. We're looking for developers who are looking in, to make an economic opportunity out of that building. Nothing's off the table, but we haven't picked the direction either. So we want people that are curious to come out, walk through the building, ask some questions, talk to some experts, and see if there's a win-win there somewhere.
Now, will these be guided tours, or how will it be formatted?
Semi-guided. So we work with a company called Strategy Solutions who will be there with information sheets on the building itself, the square footage, the specs, and they'll pass those out, give a little bit of a spiel about what the building has to offer, and then my staff will be strategically placed throughout the building. So if someone wants to see the boiler room, we'll have people there that can take them to the boiler room. If they want to see the electric power, they can see that. If you want to see a classroom or the bathrooms upstairs, one of our staff will be there to facilitate that as well. So
So that's a great opportunity for folks to really get an in-depth look at that building, and if they do have some sort of an idea about what they might want to do with it, then they can sort of formulate what they would propose to the school district.
100%, exactly, and they'll be there to have that conversation. We'll have our people there to engage them and answer any questions, and then if it's a possibility to partner with someone, we're excited about that. If there's an opportunity to rent to someone, we could look into that. If there's an opportunity to sell it and and turn it into something, fantastic.
Yeah.
We're interested in that as well. So, like I said, nothing's off the table. Everything's an option. So if anyone's curious, I encourage them to come out tonight and have a conversation.
It's 3 to 7 p.m.
3 to 7 p.m. at Horace Mann itself.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's get into the classrooms and talk about some things happening there, because you've got some state testing coming up, and you've got, of course, the academic year that is really powering through to the end, isn't it?
It goes fast. It goes so fast. And it is the season again for standardized testing. And state testing is a reality in education today. It's something we have to do. And, I think educators have differing opinions on it, but it's a reality that we're ready for. And our teachers right now are working very hard to get our students ready for these tests coming up here at the end of April and the beginning of May. And, we're making schedule changes and putting together testing plans. And so everybody's busy gearing up for it. We're using data to make last-minute interventions and make sure the kids are as prepared as they can be. So we ask the parents to make sure that we try to maintain some routine sleep patterns and, make sure the nutrition is taken care of, and help us help your kids during this time,
In the past, we probably didn't take that as seriously as we should have. 20, 30 years ago, standardized testing, okay, they're coming, and then we'll get right back to what we're doing in our school year. Now there's a lot at stake.
Absolutely. I mean, we're rated. Our school districts are rated and compared to other school districts by the results on these tests. And some of it's fair and valid, and some of it is, questionable. But it is a reality that we have to deal with, and it's the best thing the state could come up with right now. And it is tied to federal funds, too. So the federal government looks at these tests as a must-have in order to access some of those funds. So it's something we have to participate in. It's something that, it does, for fair or not, it does give us some valuable data about what our students can do, what they can't do, so that we can adjust their education as well.
Rob Heinrich is our guest here on Indiana in the Morning. We're talking Indiana Area School District and some of the issues they're facing right now. As you do head toward the end of a school year, final exams become something that looms in the near future for a lot of folks, and possible changes coming there?
Yeah, so the academic committee last night entertained a plan by the high school to eliminate final exams that coincide with standardized tests. So in Pennsylvania, we take 3 tests at the senior high. We take an Algebra 1 exam, an English 10 exam, and a biology exam for the state. And the way the schedule works is they take that exam, and then right after that, they have to take the final for the course. We think that's a little bit punitive for the children. It takes the focus off maybe what they should be focused on, and it's a lot of work for the teachers as well. So we're looking at eliminating that second test, that final exam, and making that keystone exam essentially the end of course test, as it should be.
Yeah. So that's something that has to be approved by the full school board?
Absolutely. It'll be on the agenda next Monday night. So if you have an opinion on that, please feel free to weigh in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, as you're thinking about the end of this academic year, you're also looking at the summer, and where students have had a little difficulty in class, a chance to recover some credits, and maybe if they want to advance their studies a little bit, you can do that too.
Absolutely. And we have a variety of programs that parents can take advantage of. Obviously, the 21st Century Summer Camp will be in full swing again this year. The registration for that is online right now on our website. You can do that. And we also have our summer school, so to speak. And in summer school, it's not only for students who fail courses. It's for students who want to get ahead of the game. Students that are high achievers who can't fit all the classes they want to take into their schedule. They can take courses over the summer that will free up options for them come fall. So both of those are available, and there are credit recovery for students who have to take a course again will be free of charge, and credit advancement courses for students that want to get ahead of the game could have discounts for qualifying families.
Yeah. Oh, there are kids out there that's what they like to do most of all. And
Absolutely.
So, take that opportunity.
Right. Let's take gym in the summer so we don't have to take it in the fall. Right?
Yeah, there's that too.
We have a lot of them.
For some kids, that's a great advantage.
It absolutely is. I mean, not everybody, enjoys all the classes. And like I said, some of those kids want to take AP Physics, and AP Physics is only offered once a day. So, to get into that class, you have to have some freedom in your schedule. So if you take health and phys ed, if you take a social studies course or a math course, you can free up that schedule and get yourself those opportunities down the road.
It's one of the things that always impresses me about a school year is that people in your position and all of the administration, faculty as well, they're thinking We're in the middle of this school year. Let's work hard on this school year. But at the same time, you have to have that far-reaching, what's coming next. Just like in this business, we're more concerned with what's next than we are sometimes with what's on the air right now. So you're thinking about what's next. You'll have some staffing positions. Every school district goes through them at the end of the year. And get ready for the next year. You'll have some of those.
Absolutely. And we have to have an eye on the future at all times. And now is the time when school districts are hiring. And we are no exception. We have up to five elementary positions open this year. We have 2 special education positions that we'll be advertising for here. If they haven't already, it'll be coming out today. And then we have an English position at the senior high school. And there could be other positions down the road here too. But we have to, one of the most important things we do is hire good people. And to put the right people in front of those kids that can challenge them appropriately and use the data to drive their instruction. So it's something we take very seriously, and we're very proud of our process. And it begins now for next year. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it really does. I'm assuming budget discussions and all of that strategy continues.
100%. Yeah, it is budget season as well, and Mr. Cronauer just gave a projection for this year's end of budget and a projection for next year's budget, and there's going to be some tough decisions that have to be made. The cost of everything's going up. Our tax values in Indiana County have gone down somewhat, and the ESSER's money is going away. So, we're going to have a huge gap to fill for next year, and the school board's going to have some tough decisions ahead of them how to figure all that out. So. And we'll guide them best we can, and hopefully lead them to the best decisions for everyone.
Yeah, finding the right formula. Every year you have to do it.
It's a challenge. It's tough work, but it's got to be done.
He's Rob Heinrich, Superintendent, Indiana Area School District. Eclipse coming Monday. Looking forward
to
it.
That's it. Get your glasses. Get your glasses. Sunglasses won't help you. Don't use sunglasses. That's a pro tip.
See, well, that's people are thinking that they can just get away with that.
No, they got to be the right grade of glasses. Sunglasses will not keep you safe from the UV light.
Yeah, someone said if you can put the glasses on and you can still see the pictures hanging on the wall, that's not good enough.
Correct. You can, when you put the right glasses on, the only thing on Earth or not on Earth you can see is the sun itself. So that's when you know you got the right stuff.
Well, thank you so much for the visit. We look forward to your next stop by, and of course you can come by anytime.
Thanks. It's always a pleasure, Tom.
Rob Heinrich, Superintendent, Indiana Area School District, and it is Indiana in the Morning on WCC.